Yo everybody, this is John for PokerVIP.com and we're back making part 4 of the How to Crush Wild Seat Poker over on Virgin Games. To get signed up, use the link in the description or to the side of the video. Hopefully by now you've seen the rules video, part 1, part 2 and part 3. But for those who are just tuning in for part 4, what is Wild Seat Poker? Well, Virgin Games, obviously a really big name in the industry of the world, really. Obviously Virgin, one of the biggest companies out there. It's created this awesome poker game, which is very similar to, say, a PokerStars Spin and Go, where you enter a sit and go, where there's 4 players. You'll start with 20 big blinds. The blinds increase quickly, kind of like a Hyper Turbo Sit and Go. And the winner takes all. Now, the difference between a Spin and Go is, when you register for a PokerStars Spin and Go, you know what you're playing for before the game started. On this one, you don't know what you've been playing for until the end. So until you bust out or until you win. And that's what these question mark boxes are in front of each player. So basically, we need to win. We need to come 1 of 4. We don't know what we're going to win, but it will be anywhere from 2 times our buy-in all the way up to 10,000 times our buy-in. And yeah, we just got to try and crush. And we talk about all the hands as and when they happen. It's a live play video, so mistakes might be made, but we're going to just try and play our best and play the optimal strategy. So, this was a £4 entry, so there could be anywhere from £4 to £40,000 under my box. So I've explained this in the previous videos. You literally have to play your A game, because could you imagine coming second, knowing you made a mistake, and seeing, 5 grand, 10 grand, or whatever it is, even 100 grand if you're playing a £10 one under your box. It's going to be very hard to get over. Now, this is full of amateur players and recreational players. I'd compare it to like a bingo standard. Lots of these people will just be like online, casino players or, bingo players, online bingo. So, they might not make the moves you expect them to make. They might not, adjust to your style. But, you just play optimally and we'll make some cash. So, Jack Queen on the button here, for example. We have just short of 19 big blinds. We have a limp by Shazam Girl. So I actually think going all in is probably the best move here. See, the problem is if we just raise it and we get a caller, we're going to be in position, which is nice, but we're going to have Jack Queen. And even though it does flop okay, I'd rather just try and steal all the dead money from the limps. Sadly, we've been called by Smith, who I imagine is going to have a better hand than us pretty much always. But, he actually calls with King 5, so a pretty terrible call by him. And we need to jack or a queen, which we do. But yeah, Shazam Girl, like lots of people limp here. So we're playing for just all that dead money in the pot. Now here's actually a really cool spot with King Jack. This is just a very easy all in. Bingo Bongo only has 13 big blinds. We know Smith's got barely any. We know Shazam's got under 10 bigs. So King Jack, very strong hand. And we just ship it in and hope for the best. We need a King or Jack on the river to eliminate this player Smith. But sadly we miss. Hopefully all that made sense. If not, just leave a comment below and I'll come in and answer it more in depth. But yeah, we've seen we're getting called by King 5, so jamming King Jack's absolutely fine. King Queen here again, very easy all in. There's 90 in the middle. We have King Queen 4-handed, which is incredibly strong. We know Smith likes to call light, and we know Shazam Girl likes to call and then fold a lot pre-flop. So, let's put all the money in and take it down. And if we get called, we are very rarely going to be like crushed. I don't expect to see like Ace Queen and Ace King that often. Definitely don't expect to see Aces, Kings and Queens that often from the limpers. So yeah, we definitely get it in fine there. We're going to run into hands like King Jack, Queen Jack, King 10. Ace Rags, which is a slight favourite over us. Small pairs where we're 50-50. 8-3 here, we made up a small blind, getting a good price. And we flopped second pair with no backdoors. So I would have folded to the 60, but I'm certainly going to fold to the 180. Hopefully we'll just see all this money fly in, but, got to remember, Bingo Bongo limped here. What's he limping with and raising on an Ace 7-8 rainbow? A set, 2 pair, Ace King. Really not sure there, so one to definitely watch out for. You can't make notes on here or anything. So, you do just have to kind of remember these players and, try and just remember certain hands they've played and showed up with. But as poker players, we can often have a really good recall. King Jack suited, I'm just going to go all in. Playing effective stacks versus Bingo Bongo. he's got just over 12 big blinds. The rest have about 5. So even if Bingo Bongo calls us, it's not the end of the world because our hand kind of suits the situation. But we kind of hope one of these shorter stack calls us with something worse. Or if they fold, that's fine because we just keep stealing their blinds. Their stack goes down, which means, they get put under more pressure, and our stack goes up, which means we can bully a bit more. Ace-Jack suited here will be an all-in no matter what happens. If Bingo Bongo jams, I'm going to call. If he limps, I'm going to jam. It's whatever. Even if Shazam calls here, this is still going to be a call. And we do get it in really good. We need to avoid a 10. Oh no, we hit a jack, so we need to avoid a 5 or a queen on that turn. Can't get my words out there. But we do eliminate 2 players there. And we are now, £20 and £8 was up for grabs there. But they did not win. So they had no idea that they were playing for those amounts. But yeah, here we're just an overwhelming chip leader. So we're going to kind of take a free shot here at his 5 big blinds with Jack 5 off. He's been folding a lot and we have a Jack. So absolutely fine to just ship it in. Sadly we run into King Queen, but that's fine. Quite often he's going to, call us with like, connecting cards, suited cards. Or he's just going to find lots of folds. But it didn't really matter because of our stack size compared to his, the effective sizing. Going to lead here with my 10 high because I have nothing and I just can't win. So I'd rather just try and win it, which I do. We know this guy's quite tight. Even after, his initial call-offs. Going to go ahead and fold the 5-6. Don't really want to limp and get jammed on. Don't want to jam with 6 high. I believe for 10 big blinds at the time, yep. So it's just going to be a fold. Same with this 9 deuce. This will be a check fold. Situation as well. We get a free flop. Flop a 9 high flush draw here. Pretty interesting. I'm going to lead this turn with a pair and a 9 high flush draw. It would suck if he raised. I'm just going to check and hope I win somehow versus like 5-6. We do win indeed. Nice. Pair of deuces with a 9 kicker is good. Actually, we're chopping there with the kicker. 8, so I'm just going to jam. I don't really want to limp and let like a 10 high board come down. He's down to 6 big blinds. We just need to just go all in. It's the only way to play this hand. If he was super aggressive, it's still just an all in. King 5 is going to be a call if he jams. And if he limps, it's going to be a jam as well. He's only got under 5 big blinds now. The blinds have gone up to 25-50, so we can't really do anything else. Checking just seems pointless. King high's so strong. We know this guy limp folds a lot, so we just get to bully. 9-4. It's really quite dirty to fold at this stage, but I think it's okay too. He had like 3 big blinds behind. Never going to be great situation. Going to call with 7-9 suited if he jams. We're not often going to be favourite, but our hand certainly plays well versus a lot. Now this is one of the hands that it doesn't play well versus, is when he holds a 9 in his hand. That's a better kicker, but quite often there, even if he has ace queen, we're going to be about 40, well, close to 45%. Get jam any suited jack for sure. That's definitely within a jamming range. King 10 is going to be a call, strong hand, and by call I mean if he jams, if he checks, if he limps or if he min raises, it's still going to be an all in, which is now. We're running to ace 5, so we need a king or a 10. On the river, nope. So he's actually made quite an epic comeback here, but we've certainly done nothing wrong. And with his ace 5 there, he should really be thinking about just going all in pre-flop rather than limping. I've gone for a little min raise here just because, I don't really want to jam 15 big blinds of Ace King suited because it's so strong. Kind of want to give Smith G a chance to put some extra chips in there, but he opts to fold. Kings here, obviously pretty awesome. I'm going to raise quite small here. I'm basically just trying to tease him into the pot. Or get him to maybe limp jam with his ace 5s or whatever he might have. I'm going to just half pot it. Just trying to get money in the middle. Essentially, I'll never be folding this hand. And I'm just going to still bet small. I know some of you might be like, yeah, but if he's got a flush draw, what if he makes 2 pair? It doesn't really matter. I've just got to assume I've got this guy really close to being dead. And I want to get the max. Now here, not an ideal situation because he can definitely have a 7. But I don't want to check and let him check back a 5. So I'm jamming this river all in for value. He might even come in for deuce. You don't want to let them off. You don't want to be like, oh no, he could have a 7. It's like he might just have a 5 or a deuce. He might have turned a 10. Let's not let him check back those hands. Deuce 5 suited. We're just going to ship it in for his 4 big blinds. He folds again there. So we've got him down to, real bad spot for him to be in. We're crushing. He says he's not happy. This is going to be a call. 7-10 suited. We called a 7-9 suited for around 4 big blinds. So of course 7-10 suited is a call as well. This is going to be an all-in with pocket sevens. We're into queen deuce, so we just need to avoid a queen on the river or an ace or a 6. I know a 6 would be no good for him because I would make the higher straight. But we win that one, and let's see what we would have taken down. Wow, we had 16 quid in there. We take an 8, so we get another min one. But we'll be back. We'll go ready for another one, and hopefully pick up. I just want to win like 10 grand on video. Something like that would make me happy. But yeah, we're going to get registered and get another one fired up. Okay, so registered for another £4 one here. And everyone is already sat and ready to go. Recognise the Bingo, Bongo and Fingers name. I think we've seen this dazzling 30 before. Maybe someone off the PokerVIP.com forum. But we're just going to play the best we can. And first off, start by folding Jack 9 off. Really got to be careful again. You don't want to just dwindle chips. You don't want to just play, marginal hands. You want to be, strong, aggressive, have good opening ranges, understand which hands to shove. There is actually an article made in the Poker VIP school about shoving ranges for games like these, so make sure you go check those out. Jack deuce, we're going to fold. Ickle Buddha says, Sai, another day of £2 boxes only. That does happen. You go on a little string of, minimums. But, it's all completely random. And, people are winning. The big jackpots, the £10,000 payouts. So, it's definitely worth grinding these out. I know full member John Gordon's been playing these. I think he went on a 15 game losing streak. But he's somehow still up in his account. So, just goes to show. Downswings do happen, but it's all good. Interesting spot. He was 6-7. I think I'm just going to opt to start leading out with... Oh, that's interesting. He leads out. I'm going to just call. I think leading out with top pair, gut shot, and probably a live card is always a good idea. Get an overcall there by dazzling, so it really is quite odd now. There is an overcard, like 5-8 gets there. Random 8s get there. I think I've just got to check and slow down. Could be up a hand against a hand like Queen 7. Okay, so now the 8 pairs. So am I outkicked versus a 7? Really quite odd. I'm really not sure on this one. So I'm just going to check and maybe use it as a bluff catcher. But, ultimately, just kind of hoping to go to showdown there. Four-8 suited here. Going to just go ahead and call. Getting a good price. Suited hands like this, suited gap connectors, hands you can make straights and flushes with, you're going to want to, call when you're getting, 6, 7, 8 to 1 type odds. We obviously check fold, and we see an ace jack 7 with 2 diamond flop, and we see a check call by Dazzling, who did limp in first position, so maybe he's got a very strong hand. He checks the river, not much back at all, gets instantly set all in, and he snaps off with jack 4 off, and Fingers had pocket 3s. Now, I have no idea why you'd want to do with jack 4. I have no idea why you'd want to do with pocket 3s. I have no idea why you'd want to call down with jack 4. And I have also no idea why you'd want to bluff with pocket 3s. Actually, the best part of that was the bluffing with pocket 3s in the sense of strategy. But I just don't think, Fingers is going to get any folds there at all. And now it just runs into a smaller pair. These pairs, these small pairs, you're probably just best off going all in pre with them. For the 10, 15, 20, 25 big blind range. Just because, even though it's looking good for dazzling, making quads there, it's obviously not an ideal situation to limp, get raised, see some overcards, face some all-ins, whatever. Here we could just jam, by the way, but I'm actually just going to try and be greedy. I think jamming is probably more plus EV than raising. Actually, I don't think that can be right with aces. It's pretty close. But basically, we're just wanting to make people jam, wanting people to call, and to just build a bigger pot. Queen 7, I'm just going to raise. I don't want to jam. Just want to start, building a pot. We know Dazzling likes to call pretty light. We flop top sets. We're going to half pot it. Hopefully, he's got something. Sadly, he folds. So aces and queens back to back there. We did make quite a bit of money in the sense of big blinds, but we didn't get to stack anyone, which sucks. But I think we played those well. The aces is actually quite interesting. I'd love to hear your comments on that. If you think it's better to jam, if you think it's better to raise smaller, raise bigger, what you think about my sizing. So yeah, please leave some comments beneath the video. Ace 5 here I'm not going to ever fold versus the jam from Bingo Bongo. We are flipping. We've hit, so now we just need to avoid a 3 on the river. Nice, we make 3 of a kind, and we are heads up with a pretty solid chip lead. Wow, Bingo Bongo would have won £20 there. Unlucky buddy. I just really want to win like 10k on a video. You know, one time. Queen 4, not good enough for limping, not good enough for min raising, so just fine to fold. 8-9. We're just gonna check. Flop the nuts. I'm gonna just now start leading. I want to go slightly larger. I just don't think he's ever gonna fold 2 pair here, so I want to get the max. River's pretty awesome. I'm gonna bet close to pot here. You know, assume he's just gonna snap with a 6 or a 7. Also, if he jammed there, I would instantly call. Just assuming that he might just have like a 10. You know, I'm not that scared of, you know, full houses. Blinds have just gone up, so I'm going to jam Queen 9 here. Basically, it's too strong to fold, but it just doesn't play well enough if you limp or if you min raise. You know, because if you min raise and get jammed on, you're not loving the call. So it's just better to go all in. Jack 9 here will be a call for a min raise, and essentially just hoping to hit the flop. We do not though, so it's going to be a check down or check fold spot. Hopefully we can hit Jack or a 9 on the river. Jack 9 might be the best hand. He actually has King 6. I just don't think we're going to get too many bluffs through there, basically. 4 deuce is going to be a fold, of course. Ace 5 is just all the money's going in. No matter what he does, if he jams, I call. If he mins, I call. You know, whatever. I'm just going to always be going all in here. It's just such a strong hand. You know, even if he folds, that's fine. Like, we're making money. Queen 5 suited is definitely going to be a jam. You know, he's hovering around the 9 big blind mark. We need to avoid a queen, a king, or a 10 that's not a diamond on the river. Which we do, and we take it down. You know, we're just a slight underdog there with that hand. He would have won 12. Oh, God, we've got a min again. We've got a minner. I think we're going to start calling these minners. But we won again. We're crushing this one. So we're going to go ahead and register for one last one, and that will actually complete the Crushing Wild Seat series. Okay, guys, so to end the series on a high, we've registered for a £10 one, and Kerry's on the table. Everyone knows Kerry from PokerVIP.com. We'll say LOL, hi to Kerry. She's just getting a little grind on, and she's part of her video. We all know Crazy Kerry, and I'm 99.9% sure it's her. She's even a blonde girl on there. How brilliant. But yeah, we registered for a £10 one. Hopefully we win 100 grand. You know, we can literally have £100,000 up for grabs here. Anyone could on this table. The minimum we can win is 2x. So £20. But yeah, we could find 100k. Everyone plays pretty cautiously to start. This is pretty cool, by the way. I don't think I've shown this feature. You click a little speech thing and then you can set these, you know, automated messages. All in by Kerry is going to be a fold by us, but I definitely think min raising the cutoff is fine with King 10. Kerry says hi as well. Just as she jams on me, she says hi. Unbelievable. I do quite like this, how it's all presented. Gonna fold Queen 9, play a limp to play a raise. Just want to get out of the way of that. Obviously, the limper could have a really strong hand and just be going all in, so I don't want to overcall and then just have to give away some money. As well, bottoms just might have a hand that crushes and dominates us. Here he gives us a good look. A3 suited is going to be a fold. Don't want to limp blind versus blind. It's just not going to be a positive strategy overall. Queen 7 suited is going to be a fold, facing a raise. So bottoms opens, Jack Potter calls, Kerry calls as well. 7, 9, 10 rainbow. Checks around, 5 on the turn, bringing the backdoor heart draw. Half pot lead and a quick call by Kerry. Deuce on the river, nothing changes. Quick check by Jack, Kerry to act, and she shows down Jack 7. So she flops second pair gut shot and she turned a flush draw with that. If I was her, I might have just jammed that turn. It's pretty close, you know. This is a winner takes all. So I might have just taken my edge there, and we can even get called by worse sometimes. If not, we do have a lot of outs, but maybe I'm just... Maybe. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. Calling's definitely fine. I'm just a bit of a gambler in those spots, basically. But no, I think overall the call is probably better than jamming, the more I think about it. Just because there's, no sense to it, and she's getting a really good price to call. Get a check my 9 deuce, and flop nothing, so it's going to be a check fold as well. Man, can you imagine if we just watched Kerry win 100 grand here? I would literally... Well, I'd explode, it'd be brilliant. Obviously, I prefer if we won the 100 grand. She raises here. It's pretty close with face 4. I'm going to fold it. But definitely, if it folded around to me, I would have open jammed. Ace 4 is definitely a hand we need to get in at some point. But I don't want to do it versus an undergun raise. All in a quick call. Ace 10 versus Ace Queen. Ace Queen doubles. Ace Queen should have just gone all in pre-flop there, by the way. Like, it's a really bad peel. You just want to get it all in and, be a favourite. Because Ace Queen is often just going to be the best hand in a four-handed scenario. And if it's not, you're probably going to have 50% equity. And even if you're against kings, you're going to have 30%. So it's really bad to just call there. Because say the flop comes like 6, 7, 8 all spades, and you've got Ace Queen red, then you're really just not going to be doing that great. Just over 9 big blinds, going to move all in with King 10. And get it through. Nice. Pretty obvious jam there. 5-9 off. We're getting down quite a lot of reggy 9s today. Not happy about this, but we're going to fold. These two go heads up on a 4 King 8. A fucking 8. 8 E3 bet, half pot, and a quick fold by bottoms. Ace Queen, we will just be getting in no matter what happens in this situation. In we go. It's quite nice that there's some extra dead money in there now. Hopefully we just get called by a worst ace or some Queen X. Get a quick call by Jack, who decides to just call and not go all in. We do get called by a worst ace, so we just need to avoid a Jack on the river. Nice, we double up. Obviously some chop opportunities there for him. Nice to not have to chop and just to scoop and win that pot. I'm going to jam King 7 here, and the reason is to just try and get this all in versus Jack Potter, who I imagine is going to call like with any 2, and yeah, he does call with Deuce 5, so that's all we need to avoid. We need a King or a 7. We missed. That's a bit unlucky for us, but he did nothing wrong. He's got like 3 big blinds left or whatever. He just needs to pump it in. But obviously, if we win that, we're a good chip leader. I mean, we still are, but we'd have 750. We'd be going 3-handed. Just wasn't to be, but it worked out. We wanted Kerry to fold, we wanted Jack Potter to call with a worse hand. We just need to hold up. Raise on a King Deuce Deuce with 2 clubs, interesting. Jack Potter well and truly back in the game now. 4 Deuce, come on, we don't need this right now. Everyone around the 10 big blind mark. Now the blind's gone up to 20-40, and we see bottoms move all in there. 7-8, not a good hand, and we see Kerry go all in, so we're going to fold that. Come on, we need some big hands. We want to finish on a high of this series. Ace 4 being all in, unless bottoms comes into the pot. He limps, which is really interesting. I think we just got to go for it. There's 100 in there dead. We have an ace. Oh, God. Oh, no. What have we done? We didn't... No, okay. Kerry wins it all. Deuce, and she doesn't. Not against us. But nice hand, Kerry. We're down to 40 chips. Pretty unlucky there for her to wake up with that. Jack Potter obviously had me beat, but, it's kind of whatever. Ace 4, Ace 5, we're going to chop a lot. Just sadly, Kerry woke up with a big pair. Lol. I think I'm just going to fold this and see if I wake up with... Actually, maybe Queen 6 is a call. I'm not too sure there. Just essentially hoping to wake up with something bigger, better in the big blind, but I think it's going to be hard to get better than Queen 6. So I think that is actually a mistake. Hey, check this out. Kerry raises, which is smart. She gets jammed on. We need a 10. We need a 5 to chop. We do not win this one, but we're going to watch it and we're going to see how much Kerry takes home if she wins. I think we can rail. Oh, we would have won 40 quid and all. God, that would have been such a nice ending to this series. Oh, why can't I watch this? Or maybe I can. I can. Brilliant. We're just going to finish this off on video. Because Kerry's in there, who's obviously a prolific forum poster and also works for Poker VIP. We're going to cheer her on, get the pom-poms out. She min-raises the button. I would be min-raising just strong hands and pretty much going all in with the rest of it. I would definitely just jam with Ace 5 suited there if I was her. She needs to avoid a King or Queen to win. Oh, that is brutal on the river. Remember, she could have 100 grand under here. Like, this is not rigged. This is not so. Like, she could have 20 pounds. She could have 100 grand. We don't know. But yeah, I would prefer to just jam those aces on the button for, 10, 15 big blinds, whatever it might be. She jams with 7 deuce, which is probably not a good jam. She's probably just bet call it off or, whatever. But sadly, she doesn't win. She would have only won £20, so it's not too bad. And this guy had the biggest prize of all, £50, so he takes it down. But anyway, that's the end of the crushing Wild Seek Poker on Virgin Games series. Please leave any comments below. Get signed up. Come and play with us. We're going to be holding community tournaments on here as well. And they also hold really sick promo tournaments like How to Win Your Way to Las Vegas for £4. So yeah, I will be back soon. Good luck at the tables. And this was John for PokerVIP.com.